Hello, folks. Welcome back. Welcome to the Big Blue Whale painting. Obviously, still working on the blue, but I actually think I'm kind of done with the background. I'm going to call this good enough. So, as you can see, I've got some patches here that I used the whale as the, I don't know, my test background because I'm going to be covering over it anyway. But anyway, so the background you see here, this is all cerulean blue, almost pure cerulean blue. Up in here, even fading up into there. And then down at the bottom, you can see it gets a little darker. I was gradually adding in a tiny bit of ultramarine blue, but I wanted this a fairly gradual fade here. And then these other blues in the whale field were my attempts at trying to figure out what color to use. This was my original cerulean blue test right there. This guy here is manganese blue. This is cobalt blue, two different iterations. And then this is primary cayenne. So ultimately, cerulean blue I decided was the best match. And I got a decent fade there. So the rest of the video are iterations at trying to achieve that. And then I want to give a special shout out to one of my favorite singer-songwriters, Mr. David Stoddard up in Minnesota. I got a web address for him at the end. I've got some music included in this video that he has graciously allowed me to include, and I really appreciate it. It's some beautiful piano music. He also does a lot of guitar, singing, great songwriter. Anyway, I hope you can check him out. Thanks for watching. Bye. obviously you see the dark blue at the bottom. As far as I'm concerned, that's too abrupt, but you know what? It's my first acrylic painting. I'm gonna call it good enough. All right, thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, folks, so back on the painting. As you can see, the last coat of blue was pretty good, but it's just not enough. This is cerulean blue. I tried to get a gradual fade from light to dark. You can tell that the upper left is, that's white mixed with a blue, and it looks kind of muddy. It's not the clean light blue that you would like. It looks a little muddy, so I don't like that about it. I was mixing more and more blue as I went, but obviously until I got down about 2/3 before it actually started to, because I was adding more and more blue. So as I'm mixing the white and the blue and I add more blue, I can't just add 5 drops. I've got to add like 20 drops, which is maybe, I don't know, I'm guessing half a teaspoon or 1/8 of a teaspoon or 1/4 teaspoon, something like that. Which to me seems like a lot of blue, but that's really what I should have been adding at the outset, so that I could see any gradual change. But it was really late, and I was getting frustrated. It was late in the process of adding blue. I was getting frustrated, and it became more dramatic. But considering that's 3 batches of mixing white and blue, I think it turned out as good as it could have, considering that. It helps that I was adding a pure blue to white and not trying to mix in other colors. I was trying to add a little bit of ultramarine just to deepen it a little bit, which is probably evident down here, but that was late in the game, below the fins, or below the flippers, whatever you call them. And I wanted it to fade a little cleaner in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try a smaller version of this using manganese blue and white in the body of the whale and just see how it turns out. Again, I'm crazy. It's an experiment. Thanks.
love just makes me ill. Well, in between I found the ones that won't, I found the ones that will. Well, you may think I'm crazy,